wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, don't that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
It's a 10-yard.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
to the drive, early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. The throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now, Herbert. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing, Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Up the middle. They'll take this down to the 6th. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Set.
A run on 1st and goal. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. 35-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grab, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Brings up third and 5. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down. To throw is Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
180, 180.
On third down, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. Throwing on first down is Herbert. That'll be complete to Maffa. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Handoff here, up the middle. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to McLeod. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Perfect. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. We'll give him 4 yards.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now they'll pitch it out here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to James. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
from the shotgun. It's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready, set.
The run up the middle with James. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, set. On anyone, yeah?
They'll run the toss here to James.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal.
Great.
To throw is Hurts. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the 1st half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Handoff now to Moffa. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Two minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Pistol here for Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
This is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 32 yards. Now Herbert again. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard run.
No touch it. Anyway. No touch.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
No touch it.
To throw on second down is Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second TD catch of the season. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. 29. Here's second down and 4.
Go.
They'll go again with Maffa. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And now the punting unit will come up. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Yeah. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. Oh, big hole, left side. And he will go all the way. Jordan James. Touchdown, Eagles. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
down, 21-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And moves forward out to the 29-yard line. Barrett, harder that time, there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Now here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, here's Hurts. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run, and this is Moffett. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll start on the ground with James. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Y'all gotta call my test. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more power? Mine's also dangerous. Y'all can't talk about range.
Wings. Half the 60.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, sack. Cougar 19. Say, hey.
He takes one, trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
59.
Herbert now on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Run the set. Let's go. Gotta be live.
Get out of the gun is Milton. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
In motion, Lamb. They fake the jet sweep and give it to the middle. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Herbert. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will cut the deficit down to 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Eddie James. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Savon Reynolds there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
73! 73! Great, set!
Play action. Here's Hurts. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
3rd down.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This is Blue. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the ground, it's Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Running is Maffa. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Pistol here for Herbert. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Eagles 28.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
1st and 10.
No, set. Whatever you want.
They'll begin here on the ground. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Set.
To throw, Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Set. Kappa. Ready.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. 2nd and 11. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. On 4th down, out comes the punter. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. Lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride, like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac.